of the United Kingdom for the statement. I give the floor to the representative of Denmark.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you to the Somali presidency for acting swiftly to convene this meeting. The gravity of the situation in Iran warrants this timely discussion. I'd also like to thank Assistant Secretary General Poby for her briefing and the civil society briefers, Mrs. Aline Majad and Mr. Batebi, for sharing their insights and personal experiences. Mr. President, once again, the Iranian people have taken to the streets to bravely voice their demands for a better life, a life in freedom, dignity, and prosperity. And once again, they have been met with sheer brutality and ferocious violence. We're deeply concerned by the reports of several thousand protesters killed by the Iranian security forces. And as we've heard from Assistant Secretary General Poby, more than 18,000 arrested. Iran's brutal crackdown on the protesters is unacceptable. We strongly condemn these killings, as well as the use of violence, arbitrary detention, and intimidation tactics by the security forces against the protesters. These actions must stop. All Iranians must be able to express their grievances peacefully and without fear. We urge the Iranian authorities to exercise maximum restraint from unnecessary and disproportionate use of force. We stand in full solidarity with the Iranian people while they exercise their rights to freedom of expression, association, and peaceful assembly. We call on Iran to comply with its obligations under international human rights law and to ensure unhindered access to information and communication, including access to the internet for all Iranians. Mr. President, loud and clear, again and again, we hear the Iranians lift their voices for a better life, for their lives, for their rights to be respected. For too long, the leaders in Tehran have not heeded this call. The time has now come for the government of Iran to finally listen, to respond to the will of its people through peaceful means. We urge them to start today. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Denmark for the statement. I give the floor to the representative of Colombia.
Gracias, señor.
Thank you, Mr. President, for convening this briefing. I wish to convey my gratitude to Assistant Secretary General for Africa. I also thank the briefers for their statements. Mr. President, Colombia reaffirms, as it has done historically within this organisation and as it has also done since its very first day as an elected member on this council, we've reaffirmed that our position will always be guided by international law and the principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter, as well as by a commitment to peace, the peaceful resolution of disputes, the respect for sovereignty and the non-interference in internal affairs of states, as well as by the need for the respect for human rights which are applicable in all contexts without exception. The freedom of expression, peaceful assembly and association are universal rights. They are enshrined in international human rights law, and that